Hello and welcome. Now, you know you're being gaslighted when the newsreader tells you your town is vibrant and diverse while you are standing in a GP surgery queue with 40 people and not a single English word is spoken. They say diversity is our strength. Well, I do not know about you, but potholes, packed schools and a 3-week wait to see the doctor do not exactly feel like strengths to me. Britain has been playing this diversity game for decades now. Trouble is, it feels like Monopoly when someone else owns all the hotels and you are stuck with Old Kent Road. If I hear one more politician tell the British public everything is fine, I will start wondering if they are drinking their tea with laughing gas. Gaslighting on a heroic scale, they call it. What's more, heroic is the right word. You would have to be a superhero to swallow half the nonsense Brits are fed. Now, let us get into it. Imagine this. You have nipped back to Britain for a quick visit and you are standing at Heathrow baggage reclaim. Instead of hearing English voices welcoming people home, you would swear you were in the middle of a United Nations conference. Not that there is anything wrong with a bit of global chatter, but here is the rub. The story we are all told about Britain's diversity does not match what most ordinary people are living through. That, my friends, is where the gaslighting comes in. You see, gaslighting is when someone tries to convince you that what you are seeing with your own eyes is not real. The flat is not on fire, it's just atmosphere. The wolf is not at the door, it is cultural enrichment. And in Britain's case, it is when perfectly reasonable people point out that their towns have changed beyond recognition, only to be told they are imagining it, or worse, that they are racist for noticing. Now, please do not get me wrong. I am not against people coming to Britain. I am an expat myself, living out here in the rice fields of Isaan, Thailand. However, here is the difference. I do not expect the locals to scrap their language, festivals or food just to make me comfortable. I adapt to them. Back in Britain, it feels like the rules are flipped. You are expected to adapt to everyone else, where your own traditions are quietly nudged to the back of the queue. Take something as simple as Christmas. Used to be, the council would put up a nativity scene or a tree in the town square. These days, you're more likely to get winter lights or festival sparkle, because apparently the word Christmas might upset somebody. Meanwhile, Diwali, Eid or Lunar New Year get entire city centre festivals funded by taxpayers. Double standards, you tell me? Oh, the adverts. Switch on the telly and every family seems to be perfectly balanced rainbow of diversity. Mummies from Kenya, daddies from Poland, Granny's Jamaican, the dog's Peruvian, and the neighbours are the same-sex couple who run a sustainable oat milk farm. Lovely, if it reflected reality, but in most of Britain it just does not. That is not representation, that is plain wishful thinking with a production budget. On top of that, here is why I call it gaslighting on a heroic scale. It is not the odd fib, it is a coordinated nationwide performance. Politicians puffing their chests declaring, "We are the most tolerant nation in the world," as though repeating it enough times makes it true. The BBC and broadsheets falling over themselves to highlight positive diversity stories while quietly burying the awkward ones. Corporations slapping rainbow flags and diversity slogans on everything from police cars to banks, while service crumbles around them. Meanwhile, if you dare to raise an eyebrow, maybe you wonder why your local school has 40 languages spoken, or why the housing list keeps growing, you are labelled far right, quicker than you can say cup of tea. Ordinary concerns are turned into thought crimes. That is not a conversation. That is bullying dressed up as virtue. Now, here is a twist for you. I once tried explaining this to a Thai friend here in Isaan. I said, back in Britain, if you complain about immigration, you are called a racist. She burst out laughing. Why, in Thailand, if you complain about too many foreigners, we all agree with you. Then we raise the visa fees. Furthermore, she is right. Thailand does not gaslight anyone about protecting its culture. It just gets on with it, unapologetically. That was my aha moment. Maybe it is not diversity itself which winds people up. Maybe it is the gaslighting, the constant pretending, the endless denial, the smug insistence that you must be imagining things. Think of it like living in a house with a leaky roof. You say, "Excuse me, water's dripping on my head." The landlord replies, "No, that is just natural air conditioning. Be grateful." Then, when you start coughing, they accuse you of being prejudiced against humidity. That is Britain today. People are pointing at the leaks, and the powers that be are saying, "No leaks here, only character building weather." Besides, it is always the ordinary folk who notice first. It is not the politicians in their leafy suburbs or the journalists in their London flats. It is the tradespeople, the delivery drivers who struggle to make themselves understood, the mums who cannot get their kids into local school, the pensioners waiting over 6 hours in A&E. They are the ones who are being told, everything's fine, nothing to see here. So here is my conclusion, friends. Britain's diversity game is not about celebrating cultures. It is about playing make-believe and expecting everyone else to clap along together. You are told the Emperor is wearing a magnificent robe of tolerance and multicultural strength. However, if you dare to point out he is stark naked and slightly flabby, you are the one branded a troublemaker. Moreover, that is the real gaslighting, convincing you that up is down, black is white, and that noticing reality makes you the villain. Well, let me say this. As a grumpy old Englishman living among buffalo and banana trees in Thailand, there is nothing wrong with ordinary Brits wanting honesty. Not hatred, not division, just honesty. Stop all the gaslighting, and maybe, just maybe, Britain could have a grown-up conversation about what diversity really means. Until then, I will raise a glass of Lao Khao and toast to the good old British skill of spotting nonsense when we see it. After all, we Brits have had centuries of practice. What do you think, folks? Am I just being a grumpy old sod, or do you see the same gaslighting back home? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you have had your own diversity game moment, share it below. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and give this video a share. It drives the algorithm mad when ordinary people speak their minds, and that is worth doing, is it not? Take care, and goodbye.